Hello students, welcome to the refresher course on C programming. Today we are going to see another vital part of the C programming, that is the function. Earlier we have seen switch case, then the loops, while, do while, as well as the for loops with their syntax. And in certain example we have also seen how they are getting executed. Now in this lecture we are going to see function. In a technical way, the function can be defined as a block which satisfies the specific condition or which is been used to satisfy specific task. See, why do you use the function? Function facilitate the factoring of is to simplify the code. Every C program consists of one main function, typically invoking other functions, each having a well-defined functionality. So, for example, let's say the main function we are usually calling printf and scanf, the inclusion of header files like stdio.h. These functions need not have to write separately. We just call it the main function, and the advantage of these functions or task or the job. Means, in short, if I want to print say hello world, what I need to do, just call the printf as the hello world string between the double quotes, and rest of the task will be taken care by the printf. This means that printf will be doing the job of our, that is to display the string on the screen. In short, it is like black box. Yes. It's actually what exactly the function is doing, how exactly it is doing, we don't know. Just it displays the output. So that's why if we just look, what are the different advantages of the function? Reusability. The same function can be used again and again. Procedural abstraction. That's what just I mentioned. By procedural abstraction, we mean that once a function is written, it serves as a black box. All that a programmer would have to know to invoke a function, know its name, must know the name of the function and the parameter that it expects. These are the necessary parameters user can ask. Let's see the next function prototype, function declaration. This is what something related to the function prototype or the declaration. He assumes that a function returns a default value of integer, that is int, if the function does not specify return type. In short, is return type of the default return type of the function is integer. In case a function has to return a value that is not an integer, then the function itself has to be defined the specific data type it returns. So other than integer, if certain is written, it must find appropriately. Functions should be declared before they are used. It's quite obvious. Function prototype tells compiler the number and the data types of arguments to be passed to the function and the data type of the value that is to be returned by the function. So this is quite obvious. From the function prototype, the compiler will get certain information. This is nothing but kind of information. This is also called as a not rule, means number, and for number of parameters, for order of parameters, for type of each parameter. Let's look at the returning value from a function. When we say return statement not only returns a value back to the calling function, it also returns control back to the calling function. It means whenever we are writing a return statement at the function definition, simply provides a control back to the calling function, so that once the function which has been called for the specific task is over, then the control should return back to the calling function. In short, let's say if you are being called by your parents for doing, let's say, the simple task. Let's say that, please clean this car. What you are going to do? You are cleaning the car or making it useful handle. After doing it, again telling your parents that father or mother, it's done. It means that control is transferred back to the calling function end. So in this example, parents are nothing but the calling function, and you are nothing but the called function. So you are giving the control back to the calling function so that the next task will be done. Let's see the syntax for various operations. Function can return only one value, that is what the other property. We'll see the syntax for various operations of the function. Like for calling a function, this is what the syntax we need to use. Only the function name and the parameter list if any. See, if there is any need of parameter to be passed, you can just pass it inside this round bracket and semicolon must be there. So in this case, return type of the function is not at all required. So that is what the syntax for calling a function. Similarly, for defining any function, it means exactly that function has to do. That is mentioned inside the body of the function. So this is, let's say, the function name. Return type is what exactly that function is returning, whether it is integer, character, float, or something else. It has to be provided over here. Inside the round bracket, parameter list, if any. This is what the syntax for defining a function. Next is prototype of the function or the declaration. It is same as that of the very first line of the function definition. It is mentioned with the semicolon. We have seen what exactly the use of prototype. So this is all about the function. One more thing is remain, that is invoking function. So while calling a function, there are actually two types of methods. One is call by value and call by reference. Now in the next lecture we will see how to define a function, how to call a function, and how to write the declaration or the prototype of the function. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much.